They thought it was impossible.
Get out of here now, Rangers!
They thought it would never happen. But now, the unthinkable event has occurred. The power is gone.
The fire. Miss Miller.
Be respectful.
Sorry. Miss Miller.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve.
Hello and welcome back to I Voice Paulie Explains Power Rangers. Today we will be going over one of the most important episodes in the entire franchise. The two-part Season 4 opener, A Zeo Beginning. Well, in the mid-90s, Fox Kids and Toys R Us finally realized that they could only sell the same 6 Ranger figures for so long before the toddler's craving for flesh returned. So after Season 3 and a 10-episode miniseries, they changed the series to Power Rangers Zeo. And I wish I were alive in the 90s, because this looked hype as fuck.
This is definitely not a meteor.
Indeed.
If ever there was a time we needed you, now is it.
The Earthlings' leader is scared, and we haven't even begun yet.
Indeed, my king, and with very good reason. His reign on Earth is almost at an end.
Even the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, whoever they are, won't be able to help you now, Governor. You and your fellow Earthlings will soon bow down before me. All will obey King Mondo.
Our story begins with the Rangers sitting in the rubble of the command center after it was blown up in the last episode. But because the writers wrote themselves into a corner, they find the Zeo Crystal from MMPR Season 3 and the Yulin Rangers miniseries just sitting on the floor. Even though last time we saw it, Goldar and Rito had stolen it, and we never get an explanation for why the crystal is just here now. Something else we never get an explanation for is Rita and Goldar themselves, who are roaming around with amnesia before being found and taken in by Bulk and Skull. And by taken I mean enslaved. Bulk and Skull are slave owners and are never properly punished for this. I guess when Tommy picks up the Zeo Crystal, he accidentally sets it to fix all of my problems mode, as it instantly teleports them to an underground part of the command center. They hear Alpha's voice and the crystal magically fixes the command center and gives us a new main set that is way less cool looking than the old MMPR one. Alpha is also completely unscratched despite being in a massive explosion 5 minutes ago. They all ask about Zidane and Alfred's Part 1 by saying I'm so sorry, only for Part 2 to begin with him immediately saying Zidane's okay before turning his new tube on. Because Alpha is a dick, Zidane tells them that Zed and Rita are gone.
That's good.
Except the only reason they left is because a way more powerful and evil army called the Machine Empire is here instead.
That's bad.
They tell the Rangers that, as you may have guessed, the Zeo Crystal is just here to do what the writers aren't creative enough to come up with another explanation for. So Zidane revealed now, after like a year of the Zeo Crystal being a thing, that it can actually give them new powers. Cat stays pink, Tanya becomes yellow, Adim becomes green, the one whose name I can never remember is blue, and Tommy becomes red, because this is basically his show at this point anyway. Billy does not get new powers, which I'm sure what a decision the writers made for completely understandable reasons that are not horrible at all. And they're sent down to go fight some of the Machine Empire's robots. We then see the King and the Queen talking about the Rangers and saying trying to kill them will be fun. The Queen is actually voiced by Lois Griffin, which is nothing to do with the show, it just gives me a chance to do this.
You wanna know what my problem is? You wanna know what my problem is? I love too much!
Peter, what are you talking about?
Don't you see, Lois? We're alive!
Peter, you're scaring me.
Good! Embrace the fear. Dance with me, Lois. Dance the dance of life. Now, I may be an idiot, but there is one thing I am not, sir, and that, sir, is an idiot.
Oh my God, Brian, there's a message in my alphabet. It says, ooh.
Peter, those are Cheerios.
All right, Brian, I'm gonna go up to the upper level and run this wire down through the wall. Grab your walkie, I'll call you when I get up there.
Okay.
Brian, pick up, over. What?
Brian, please say over when you finish talking. Over.
What? Over.
Do you see the wire yet? Over.
No.
No what? Over.
No, over.
Okay, I'm gonna start feeding it through. Over.
Wait, if you haven't started feeding it, why'd you ask me if I could see it?
Didn't copy that. Over.
I said, why'd you ask me if I could see it if you haven't started feeding it? Over.
Oh, that's better. I can hear you now. Over. Do you see it yet? Over.
You know, you're a jackass. For the record, I don't want to hang out with you anymore when this is over.
When this is what, Brian? Over.
I said I don't want to hang out with you anymore when this is over.
When this is what? You gotta finish your sentence. Over.
That's it. My sentence is over.
Your sentence is what, Brian? Over.
My sentence is... Wait a minute. I have to say over even if the sentence ends with the word over?
Ends with the word what, Brian? Over.
Oh, I see the wire.
You see the wire what? Over.
Are you gay?
Guilty!